My name is Chef John Tadlock. I am the CDM and Dietary Manager here at Villa St. Francis. I've been in healthcare for about 21 years doing food service. I started back in 2000 just as a cook into the healthcare industry. I was attending Johnson County Community College for the Chef's Apprenticeship Program in Food and Beverage Management. When I was going to school at Johnson County, when I had taken my internship job, I was working in skilled nursing. It's assisted living, but plus a skilled. So as we were doing through class and some of the internship that I did, we were doing a lot of high-end food, a lot of nice food. And I was always just kind of the believer that just because we're in a skilled setting doesn't take away our residents' ability to want and like certain foods. So I've always been kind of an advocate and just kind of on the forefront of resident-centered care type approach towards food. I believe the residents should get what they want. Within reason, we have to, kind of reel that in at some point just based upon diets and certain restrictions for sodium. I think I've stuck with this industry as long as I have because I really enjoy seeing the look on the residents' faces when you do provide them something that they've requested or that they asked for. It is rewarding to me to know that we're putting out a solid product and the residents do enjoy it. Most people are kind of creatures of habit. They like to kind of get up when they want to and do what they want. And so they're kind of routine. So it's important to get that routine set off on a positive by making sure that everything is consistent with what you make. The food is hot, it's consistent, and it's served in a timely fashion. Based upon their diet, certain diets that they're gonna have are gonna restrict them from doing certain things. We use kind of a healthier eating approach to all of our diets. For instance, if we have something that calls for sodium, we omit salt in a lot of our recipes. We try to use lower sodium bases, and if we are using some sort of gravy mix or some sort of mix of some sort, we try to use a low sodium product. We use other herbs and spices to season the food. We can always add the salt, but we can't take it out. So it's important that everybody knows that. So our food first approach, healthy kind of food first approach is how we do everything. So somebody who might necessarily be on a low sodium diet may not think that they could have the chicken noodle soup. But again, if they understand that that's made with a low sodium product and the flavorings coming from other natural herbs, spices, fresh vegetables, things like that, I think that it provides a lot more options for our residents. We try to customize our menu. We have, of course, our 5-week cycle menu that we offer, and then we try to customize that with some one-off type stuff as again, we kind of hear what the residents want, and there might be something that we can put into the menu on a full-time basis so that they have that option to order. Everybody seems to enjoy fresh fruit. So the fruit is always going to be a hit. Fresh fruit, fresh vegetables. But the biggest kind of, I'd say probably, your typical fried chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans. I like to put a little twist on, certain kind of traditional like green beans. Like I like to make candied green beans, which just kind of sweetens them up a little bit with bacon and things like that. So you have to be kind of cautious with some of the diets and try to execute some of these things. But I've done everything from, petite beef Wellington to crab rangoon to, I've done action stations with pasta stations. You come to me and you say, Mom's had a fried peanut butter pickle and onion sandwich every day for dinner for the last 30 years. I want to make sure Mom has that. That may not necessarily be something on our menu, but that's something that we're going to customize, make sure we care plan, make sure the dietitian is aware of, to make sure that that resident gets what they want. The residents appreciate that, and the families. That's what kind of drives me, and I really get a kick out of seeing walking around, and you can walk over and stand over a table and be proud of it because people are talking about how good this stuff is and genuinely care about, people liking certain things, and it's important to me that they like something that we make. Then I want the resident to feel like they can come to me, and even if they don't like something off the bat, let's try to remedy it. Let me do something else. Maybe they didn't like my minestrone soup today. Maybe they wanted it with spinach and not with the pasta. Next time I can make a variation of that soup as long as it meets the nutritional guidelines, and be flexible. If a resident comes to me and says, I love biscuits and gravy, why don't we have biscuits and gravy? Biscuits and gravy will be on the menu. It'll be on there. So it's things, we have to do it within reason. We have to make sure the dietitian is okay with the nutritionals for the day. And we kind of look at some of those things when we make those substitutions, but some of those things can be changed out. people, when they come in, they feel like they're being taken care of. They feel like they're being heard, they're being listened to. That's the main thing for our residents. When they sit in their rooms, they want to be heard. They want to know. They want to know that somebody's listening. And I think the biggest thing is listening to those loved ones and listening to those residents and try to, execute their vision of what they think the food service should be to the best of our ability. We're here for the residents. We're here to take care of them. Here to make sure that they're fed. Here to take care of the families. Their families need to know that we're providing a solid product that nutritional, tastes good, it's hot. That's important to me, is that the families know that.